Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are solving another LeetCode problem, that is LC355, designing Twitter. Before jumping into the solution, I would highly recommend you should read the problem statement on your own and give at least 15 to 30 minutes to this problem. Let's get right into it. What problem is asking? You need to implement 4 functions. First one is follow. In follow function, you are given follower ID, and another is followeeId. This is the user, us, following other user with this ID, other user, this ID, and another function is unfollow, same as like follow, but what we are doing, using this user ID, for this user ID we are unfollowing this another user. So that much is very clear. Another thing is getNewsFeed. In this you have to return 10 recent tweets, which include user tweets, users tweet, and other tweets users tweet which user follow. For example, if A has posted 3 tweets and A follows B and B posted 10 tweets, so what you have to do, you have to return these and also these according to the most recent one. So that's it, that what is the case, not what is it, that's it the case. And another one is postTweet. In postTweet you just post the tweet, basic, you just post the tweet with the user ID and the tweet ID. That should be very much clear. So how or what, not how, what data structure we should use to implement this post functionality plus this follow and unfollow functionality, because we have to store the data somewhere, that in order to signify that this person for this user ID follow this user IDs, other user IDs. So we need 2 data structure. First one is ordered map. It will be of this type, ordered map, again nested one, int comma int, it will be follow. Other one is would be the vector with pair, int comma int, it will be the tweet or post, whatever I mentioned, what I mentioned in my code, post. So let's discuss why did I took this. First let's mention what everything signifies. This is the user ID, this is the other user ID, and this is what should be it, user ID, other user ID, and this would be the where this we will store 0 or 1. Here we will store 0 and 1. 0 signifies that this user ID doesn't follow this user ID, and if there is 1, it means that this user ID follow this user ID. You will get what is the advantage of this. We are discussing, first we will discuss this unordered map inside unordered map. Why we did this? Map is necessary because we are mapping user ID with other IDs. This much is necessary, but in this unfollow function. We want to do this in O of 1. So the best way is, how can we do it, is map. Why? Let's take set over here, unordered set. Unordered set. So even if we want to search or use erase function, this leads to O of n, because it will search for it in the set. So this requires O of n. But when we use unordered map, inside unordered map, what we are doing is user ID points to this user ID. Let's take it dash, and we have just 1. So accessing these key can be done in O of 1, and changing this 1 to 0 is also done in O of 1. So this is much faster than erase function, I guess. Other thing why we use vector pair int comma int, this is very much basic thing, that what we are storing over here is user ID and tweet ID. But there is a catch. Why we are using this? When we talk about this, we need recent k items. K is 10. Whenever there is a recent k items, which data structure comes in your mind? Priority queue. We can do this with priority queue. What we have to do is, we have to take a time variable, and we have to, whenever we post it, we have to post it with the time, that at which time this tweet was posted. So we can use this. But when we use this vector data structure, when we use this, what happens is, whenever we push back something new, it always comes back, not comes back, always pushed in the back. So it means that whichever is at the back of the vector, it means it was the recent one. Only thing we have to do is just access from the back. That much is very clear, I guess. So instead of priority queue, we can use just simple vector of pair, and I already told what this int comma int inside the pair signifies. So I hope I did justice to my choices, what I did, why I did. Let's see the algo. Not algo. I think we should see the coding part, and I will explain that over there only, because it will be a long video if I do that again and again. So let's see the post tweet function. Very basic. We declared this post vector which contains pair int comma int, and we are posting it inside it. What we are posting? User ID and tweet ID. That much was very clear. Before discussing this, let's discuss this. What we are doing over here is, we declared a follows map. I already told what every entry signifies and why. So we are going inside the follow ID, not follow, the user ID which follows the other user, the followeeId. If I am sounding confused or you are confused, read this below 2 points on your own. What I am saying is, so we are using followerId, followeeId, and point that to 1. I also already discussed why we are doing 0 and 1, because it is easy. Instead of iterating and using O of n function, we can do it in O of 1. So in unfollow, just do the opposite. Instead of 1, just do the 0. And let's move to this. This is the heart of this problem. So we will make a vector feed, as we are required to return a vector from this function. And we will do a count. Why count? Because we need to return only 10, as I discussed in this case. A and B, A tweeted himself 3, B tweeted 10, and A follows B. So there are 13 tweets, but we can return only 10 recent 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 tweets. So, and sorry for my spellings if not understandable. What we are doing over here is iterating from backward. I already discussed why, because in vector, when you push something, it is always pushed in the back side of the vector, and it means it is a recent one. That's why I greater than 0, very basic thing when you are looping from backward, and count less than 0, because 0 to 9 will count 9 to 10 tweets, and I minus minus, very basic loop, why I'm discussing it. And this, what is this if block? In this post, in the post, the first is user ID. So if, what we have to consider while posting that tweets to the user news feed is, we should include its own tweets. So what we are doing over here is user ID as given in the argument, and also what we are doing is that the user follows other user, we have to get those tweets also. So what we are doing over there is just going in the post, as we are iterating from backwards. And what is the first thing that we are doing is in dot first. Why we are doing dot first? In follows, what we have is using or not using, storing the data is followerId and followeeId. So with the followerId is given in the argument only, argument of parameter, or this is given, we retrieve this. What this gives us is 0 or 1, as we did over here. We allotted 0 or 1, and if it is 1, what we do is push back in the feed. The feed is our vector that we gonna return, and what we are pushing is the second, the tweet ID we have to return dot second and count plus plus, and we keep on doing till it is not 0, not negative, and count is less than 10. That's it. I hope I was able to make my points and intuition very clear. Let's submit it. Yeah, it is submitting. I hope I was able to make my intuition understandable, and if there are some confusion in explaining the problem, you can rewatch it. And what I would suggest is re-examine everything again and again. You will get it, most probably you will get, and you can read the problem statement again also if I was not clear in some places, if that is the case. So why I didn't discuss the algo? Because there is no algo, there is basic what I will say, basic programming over there. So you have to do what you have to do, so keep grinding. And also one thing I forgot, if you find this video useful to you, so consider subscribing and liking this video and sharing with others. And you guys are awesome. See you in the next one. Bye bye. And also, if any suggestion, just comment it down. I will be very happy to reach to you or solve your problem. Bye bye.